Hey guys, it's Bharat Nagpal. Samsung Galaxy S7 along with the Galaxy S7 Edge are going to go on sale on 17th of March. The company's already started pre-orders for both these devices, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the S7 and the S7 Edge. I'm going to be starting off with the S7 and taking a first look at what all comes inside the box of the device along with what the device feels like. You can see some of the specifications on the box over there. I'm going to quickly cut through this packaging and get right in. This is one of the most satisfying unboxings because the box of the device looks absolutely fantastic. You have to appreciate the colors that Samsung has put in this time, coming from their usual recycled look to this nice sleek black along with the white and blue, almost like iGyaan colors. Looks amazing. So as you can see on the back, it says that it's designed for Indian SIM cards only. Activate the device in India, use it for a couple of minutes, and then you'll be able to use it overseas. So first thing inside the box is the S7 itself. I'm going to put it to the side. You'll be able to see a USB wall charger, a USB OTG connector. This will allow you to connect your OTG devices to the Samsung Galaxy S7. You can also find a USB to micro USB charging and data syncing cable. You'll also find earphones inside the box. They are in-ear type earphones. They come in this nice plastic carry case. You do have a 3.5mm headphone jack along with an online microphone to send and end calls along with volume controls. I'm going to put everything to the side and take a look at the device itself. I'm going to get rid of this plastic over at the front as well as the back, along with the sticker that will give you IMEI information, which also sits in the back right in the dead center. Now the design is very familiar to us. We've seen it on the S6 and the S6 Edge along with the S6 Edge Plus. The back of the phone is more so like the Note 5 because you get curved edges on the back of the device, whereas the S7 remains flat from the front. The S7 Edge will also have edges on the front as well as the back of the device. But let's start off with the top. We have a 5 megapixel front facing sensor along with a couple of other sensors and an earpiece. Below that you'll see a 5.1 inch display, which is a Quad HD display. 2560 by 1440, giving it a total of 577 pixels per inch. Over at the bottom you can see a Touch ID style fingerprint scanner. So you have a touch fingerprint scanner which sits right there in the home button as well. And you also have the multitasking and back buttons, which are touch capacitive buttons which sit on either side of the home button. On the bottom is a 3.5mm headphone jack along with the micro USB charging port. You have the main microphone and the speakerphone, which are quite close to each other. Hopefully they don't cause problems. Over at the right is the power button, and over at the top is the secondary noise cancellation microphone along with a dual SIM hybrid tray, which will allow you to use one SIM card and an SD card or two SIM cards. Over at the left is the volume rocker, and over at the back is the 12 megapixel sensor. Now it's 12 megapixel this year, so it's lower resolution as far as megapixels are concerned, but it gives you a higher pixel size. That means you get more detail. You have a 1.4 micron pixel size. You of course get Ultra HD video recording, so you can record 4K video natively on this. You also get optical limit stabilization, and some of the good features that we saw on the S6 and the S6 Edge Plus have now all been merged, and you get a whole lot of shooting modes on the S7. Now running everything for India is a Exynos chipset. The 8890 chipset comes with a quad-core 2.3 GHz Mongoose processor with a quad-core 1.6 GHz Cortex-A53 processor. You also get the Mali T880 MP12 GPU. For support, you get 4 GB of RAM, and depending on what variant you're going to be buying, you get either 32 or 64 GB of onboard storage, which can further be increased to up to 200 GB using a micro SD card. Now the device has 3000 milliamp hours of battery, which is fantastic compared to last year. You also get fast charging via Quick Charge 2. A fast charger is included inside the box, and you also get wireless charging over Qi standards and PMA. Now the Samsung Galaxy S7 runs on Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Out of the box, you also get this TouchWiz style user interface. Samsung doesn't call it TouchWiz anymore, but you get the same sort of look and feel along with some Samsung bloatware that people are not going to like. especially if you don't use Samsung applications along with Microsoft applications, which are now funnily preloaded. So you get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneDrive. You get 115 gigabyte of cloud storage with OneDrive. You also get OneNote and Skype preloaded on the device, which you cannot get rid of. You also get something called My Galaxy, which is more like a concierge service that Samsung is setting up. I'm going to be trying that out and telling you how it works in the final review. But it will be really interesting to see if it actually works for the Indian market. You can also download the other Samsung applications if you want to do that using the Samsung Galaxy App Store. Overall, the device is quite fast and responsive. It's really snappy. It jumps from app to app really quickly, and you can see overall animations, and running through the user interface is quite responsive. Over at the left of the home screen sits the news feed, which is powered by Flipboard. You can choose your topics and get information based on that. If you pull down from the top, you'll see the notification panel along with quick toggles over at the top. You can also change your brightness quickly from here, and you can jump into the main settings. The main settings also pretty detailed. Galaxy S7 also has something really interesting. It's an always-on display, so no matter whether the device is on or off, the display will keep giving you notifications along with the time and the battery left and the date. This is really unique. It uses the same technology that Motorola has used in the past, using up the battery for only the pixels that are on the display. So this is a really cool feature, and it'll give you the always on display. You can obviously turn this off from the settings in case you don't want it, but I think it looks really elegant and gives it a nice look to the overall device. Now, as far as the design is concerned, there are certain improvements from last year's design. The camera now sits flatter inside the body of the S7 at the back. It's a lot more flush, and it does not protrude out as much as it did on the S6. That being said, it's still not completely flush, and your device will wobble if it's laying flat on the table. The dual edges on the back give it a really nice feel and hold in the hand. It gives you a reassuring hold of the otherwise slippery phone. The phone is also a fingerprint magnet. Whether you get it in the black or the gold variant, you'll be constantly finding yourself wiping the smudges from the device, which may or may not be such a bad thing. Another improvement over last year's design is the IP68 rating, making this device completely dust-proof and water-resistant up to 1.5 meters and as long as 30 minutes without any problems. We dunked it in a jug of water, and it seemed to work just fine even after that. So overall, Samsung has made a lot of improvements. The device is absolutely brilliant to look at, adds water resistant capabilities, much improved battery, and comes with the new Marshmallow update, along with some of the other interesting features on the camera side as well as the overall usage side that will make it a really interesting upgrade for those who are already on the S6, and not just an incremental update. The only downside to everything on the S7 is the fact that you don't get the Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 variant in India, because I've always said that the customer should get the choice of whether they want an Exynos or a Snapdragon variant device. So if I want a single SIM device, then I should be able to choose a Snapdragon 820 device. We'll be back with the S7 Edge soon enough. And if you like this video, guys, give it a big thumbs up. It helps us go a little bit further. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to iGyaan. And go check out some of our other videos. And until I see you next time, guys, this is me, Bharat. Thank you for watching.